You're a burglar, but you only steal things to slightly inconvenience your victims. What are you stealing?
I would steal every measuring cup but the 1/3 one.
The one that nobody ever needs.
Yeah. You use it for one recipe.
Oh yeah. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to JG's Lounge. I'm your host, Jukebox. In the house with me today, I've got Baish. Baish, how you doing, man?
I'm okay.
Representing the ROC over there. He's just okay. And then we got our good buddy Roman, who's basically ghosted us for a while. I mean, he's been busy, so I get it. But
I've been busy, man, dude. A lot of golf, a lot of drinking, dude.
He's a golf snob.
Play.
He's a golf snob now.
Yeah, dude, I am.
You can at least brag about your golf game to us. Just something. Yeah. I
make money.
I'll act like I understand what you're talking about, and I'll just support you, buddy. Baish, have you ever golfed?
Get some evil ball. I've miniature golfed. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good at that. I've never learned how to play regular golf.
Some putt game. Yeah, I can get you on that. I've done that a few times.
Oh yeah.
Disc golf's about the only thing I can do, man. I lose focus of those tiny ass balls. Just not tiny balls aren't my thing, bro.
No.
Crazy.
You got to get used to them.
All those little dimples and grooves. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's too much for me, man. At least give me a neon ball.
Oh, dude, they got colored ones.
Oh, there you go. I'm in then.
They got blues and yellows. Greens. Come on.
So, Baish, why don't you like Halloween, bro?
I don't know. I never got the awesomeness of dressing up like something else to scare people and get candy.
Yeah. I've always looked at it more of the comedy side, though.
I never liked it.
Yeah. I get it. I like the free candy.
Right.
My biggest issue is that we'll buy bags of candy to give out. We'll buy bags of candy to give out, but then we'll go out trick-or-treating all night, and then we'll still have those full bags because nobody was there to give it out.
No, you don't leave the bowl outside, man. I left the bowl outside fucking last year, and I swear to God, man, it was gone.
And 30 minutes, the bowl and everything, yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, no, they took the bowl too, man. I set it on a table like a big ass bowl, and like come home because I take the kids out, come back home, and the bowl is gone. Like, I don't know if the first kids that walked up just took the bowl and walked off, man.
We have a Ring doorbell, so I don't know. Yeah. But even if you saw who did it, would you go after them?
No, I wouldn't care. I'd just be pissed off for everybody else, man. I'd be like, "You're a dick, dude."
I'm an angry individual.
Do what?
I'm an angry individual.
Yeah, well,
like because the ring pops on and you get to talk or whatever. I'd be like, "Take one." Take two. I'm coming for you.
The next year, if somebody did it, I would wait for them the next year. I would hide around the corner and wait for them to show up.
But if they have the good enough costume, dude, you're never gonna know who it was.
That's true.
And that's a lot of anger over the whole year.
Not really. Not if it's a Ring doorbell. You know how quick the year goes anymore? Dude, the years go so fast now.
Not to me.
I swear, weeks blend together. I'm like, are you serious? I can't believe it's already fucking Halloween.
Shit. Christmas coming.
Yeah.
That'll be right around the corner and done.
Mm-hmm. So like I was telling you guys yesterday, I picked a topic for today that is, because I wanted to kind of keep Halloween theme going. So I picked horror movie tropes.
I like said horror.
Yes, horror movie tropes, do you guys know what that means?
Horror movie tropes?
Yeah.
No, explain it to me.
Cliche. Please. All right, for anybody listening or watching this,
there we go.
That doesn't understand what this is. These are cliche things that happen and they're predictable in horror films.
Oh.
So for example,
black guy dies.
Yeah, well, I mean that's
the black
given,
guy
right?
dies.
Yeah.
No. For example, like this, tripping and falling. You see this in a lot of films when they're running away from the slashers, and they're trying to get away. They trip over literally nothing, and you expect it, and then instead of them getting up and running, they like turn around and back scoot as they like
crawl
come up on
forward, looking over their shoulder. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, for the dramatic shot, like just get the fuck up and run.
And it's almost always the female
Mm-hmm.
in everything.
Bad coordination, it happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this day and age, you have to switch it up though.
You shoot the fat guy.
Oh,
well, okay. Well, you can go back to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What about the dude in the fucking wheelchair? He was fucked from the beginning, dude. Yeah. Out in the forest in a fucking wheelchair, dude. How you? Yeah, they were pushing him along for a lot of that shit. Like, so.
Oh, Wilfredo says, "Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning to you, Wilfredo."
Good morning.
I don't know, because if I was in that position and let's say I fell, the last thing I'm going to do is scoot. I'm going to get my ass up and keep fucking running.
First of all, I'm a great athlete, so I'm not going to fall.
Oh, you don't look like it.
So,
I guess the big old belly's deceiving. I guess that's all.
The big belly's deceiving, but everything up here from the chest up is
rock solid, bro.
Fucking Ken I'm black. I'm the new Black Adam.
You just saw that. How was it?
For me, okay. See, it's biased because obviously you can see the Rock behind the plush, buddy.
Yes.
Rock, yeah.
So if it wasn't Rock and you take away him, but the movie as a whole.
So we do
spoilers, though, bastard.
I'm not going to spoil anything. So the rankings that we do for the ROC is 1 to 5 mics. So if it wasn't The Rock, I'd give it 3.5. It's an origin story. But because it has The Rock in it, I give it a 4. Just because The Rock brings that extra, like I'm The Rock. I don't need padding in my suit. I'm big as fuck already. So
yeah.
Kind of. So did he have nipples on his suit? He does, right? He has nipples on his suit, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the things that he was not,
I don't want to watch it then.
I don't want to watch it. Yeah, without the nipples, it's not going to be worth it.
You can watch it for the cod piece, I guess. You said it's anatomically correct.
There we go. Yeah, it's anatomically correct. There you go.
Nice.
So 3.5. That's not bad.
Out of 5, that's not bad.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even know it was coming out until it was already in the theaters.
Yeah, I've seen it twice already.
No shit, damn.
And it came out on Thursday.
So was there any running and tripping and falling in there?
There was actually. There was some running, tripping, and falling. It didn't good for those people either, but
right? Yeah,
bad things happen.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. All right, next up we got found footage. I feel like once this has been
fucking
something
Blair Witch shit, dude.
Yeah, like, Blair Witch. Yeah. Like whenever I think of found footage, I think of Blair Witch, and then after that, it just like skyrocketed that genre of horror. You got The Ring,
What was there's one that's like, it starts with a P. It's like Pulgari tapes or some shit, Poog something. But it's about a set of tapes. I got some dude found in a drawer, dude, that are like some fucked up shit that a girl was kidnapped and tortured for fucking like 13 years or some shit. But they set it up as the found footage one, and it looks like a documentary that's of a found footage fucking film that. It's fucked up, dude.
Did they edit out a bunch of stuff? I'm sure.
No, dude, but it has some fucked up situations. They like find this girl in a box after like 13 years, dude, and she's completely fucking decrepit and shit, dude. Like it was, I don't know, fucked up. They found like I almost thought it was a legitimate document, like a documentary at first.
Yeah,
watching it. Until I had to go back through and read it and see that it was actually satire. But it was found footage used in a documentary as a horror flick that was completely fucking made up. It was good, but fucked up, man.
Okay. So it wasn't real. It was just a movie that was made to look real.
Yeah, it was made to look like a documentary about this found footage.
Okay, all right. You ever seen Sinister too? Like any of the Sinisters? Same thing.
Right.
Oh, but they're good. But it's all found footage stuff, it's all based off these footage.
It's so good.
It is good. I like the scene where like they're dragging the bodies into the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. some twisted stuff. At least like in some of the films when they do it, they do more realistic stuff. It's not so, it could actually happen.
Yeah. Someone losing their shit and killing their whole family.
Mm-hmm. Another one, have you seen Cold Creek Manor? That's an older one. And this guy gets out of prison and he goes back to his old family farm, and somebody moved in and they hire him to do some shit around his house. And like they find all these photos and like video clips of weird shit that happened, and then he starts going crazy trying to get him out of the house. Mm-hmm. It's good. If you haven't seen Cold Creek Manor, I highly recommend it.
I'll see that.
You'll have to do it and then do a show on it, Baish, and then have me on and we'll talk about it.
Well, this month is we're doing horror stuff, so.
Well, it doesn't have to be right now. I wouldn't really say it's a horror film. It's more of like a suspense thriller.
People are going to die.
People do die, I think. I do believe people die. At least they get injured.
I'm all about the death.
Next up, we got jump scares. I think the one thing that's very cliche about jump scares is that everybody expects it, but at least in some films, they do a good job at still making you jump, even though you expect it.
Jump scares hardly get me anymore. I swear.
Yeah, it's hard.
It doesn't fucking happen anymore. But my girlfriend, on the other hand, like every little fucking thing, dude, makes her jump like 6 inches, and so it's just fun for me to watch other people jump scares anymore.
One of my guys, Eli.
Yeah,
he's super scared of everything. So
does he not like horror? Does he not like horror films?
They don't like. Their whole family doesn't take horror movies very well. So we're sitting there. He's like, "What movie are we gonna watch?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a good movie." And we watched. I had him and his brother and my wife watched The Conjuring.
Oh, nice.
And we're watching it, and they just, dude, they like. But I put the surround sound on, had all the lights off, watching the movie. They were all just jumping up and down, like weaving back and forth to get. They don't want to watch it anymore. I was like, oh yes.
The Conjurings are good though. I like the Conjurings.
Yeah, it's so great. Then you say it's based on a true story, which makes it so much worse.
I hate that Hollywood does that though, because if you ever like research the actual stories, they're so fucking
nothing. Not even close to what it is.
One minor detail, and they make it a big film that's not even related to the actual story.
Well, you know what? Reading is for fancy people.
Haunting in Connecticut. Did you ever see that?
I did see them. Yeah.
That one was good. And then you read the story, and it's like the parents were druggies, and like they never had any issues with the landlord, and like all this other shit. So it's like
they take creative liberties.
Kids got cancer.
It's based on a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then the kids got cancer. It's like, I mean, they could be hallucinating.
Yeah.
On the drugs or the pills for the cancer. I mean, whatever the kid's on, there's all sorts of shit that could happen that could totally just derail the whole haunted aspect of the whole story.
Yeah.
However, the film is badass. I've watched that film like 3 times when it came out.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I like the story to it, but then you go to research it and it's not fucking the same thing. So.
See, that tells you kids don't read.
don't read.
Want to ruin a good movie?
You're ruining a good movie if you read. Just watch.
Based on a true story. Don't read it. Don't read the articles.
No,
don't research it.
Readings for fancy people. Just keep it to
them. We just need to write whatever you do. Just write it in cursive. Cursive doesn't exist anymore, so nobody will be able to read it anyways.
It's very hard to read.
I was writing in cursive the other day while I was sitting at the table when my kid was doing homework, and he looks over at me and he's like, "What is that?"
Oh, damn.
That's cursive, bro.
Yeah.
They don't teach cursive in school anymore.
They don't teach a lot of crap in school anymore.
Which is going to be interesting for signatures, because that's the only reason they still basically taught us when we were young.
Yeah,
so you could write a signature, dude. So kids just you just print your name from here on out.
No, it's a scribble to them now, because that's what my kid calls it. It's a scribble. It's not a signature. It's a scribble.
Yeah. Signature ends up being just a fucking mess of shit, anyways. Yeah. But
I got a really nice signature. I was practicing mine in like middle school. All those checks I write off to my employees, you know.
I got doctor's signature, dude. You can't even tell what the fuck it is. It's just like a fucking mark. It's like a fucking stamp. It's just like.
Well, anymore, like it's all electronic signatures, and even if you try to do it, it like puts
it
gaps
doesn't
in
look
it,
right,
and it doesn't look accurate at all. At least if somebody came after you for something, said, "Hey, well, you signed it," you'd be like, "That's not my signature."
Yeah, right. I mean, anybody could have signed that, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't even look when I do it, so I don't even know. Like, not anymore, dude. Like, it's just like, yeah, it's fucking done. Like, you go to pick up the kid from school, you got to sign him out through an app or some shit, dude. And it's like, sign it, dude. You're just like, yeah, don't even look at it. It's just down there on the fucking thing where it would be in the car, anyways. I'm not even looking at it. It's just like, yeah, hit the button. Let's go.
Or when's the last time you seen somebody with a checkbook? I mean, that doesn't exist. It's all Venmo or PayPal.
Well, I see one every day.
At work?
Checkbook.
Yeah, at work. I see one every day.
I still use it for rent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, for me, I always went to the store and got like whenever I did rent, it was like those cashier checks. I guess it's the same thing as a check, but money order or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing, I guess. You still had to sign them.
I got old people writing checks at my job.
We get that every now and then. We do get that every now and then.
I'm curious how long it's going to be before they start taking them.
Nah, before you know, it'll be like a chip right here, and you just wave it over the screen and it'll charge.
You know how much easier that would be? Like, you can't forget your wallet on or your phone. Yeah. It's just like, oh, you got to pay for this? All right, $22.75. All right, cool.
Just swipe your hand. No, man, it's a mark of the beast. You can't do that.
Yeah, whatever, dude. People already carry a goddamn fucking phone with them everywhere they fucking go that has the same technology in it, dude. So I don't understand why they complain about like putting one permanently on you, dude. Like you're already voluntarily doing it.
Yes, so, it's on your person
all the time, no matter what. Anyways, and you can use your phone like that. You can hold it up to those stupid fucking machines now, dude, and it takes it, dude, and put it back in your fucking pocket. So what would be the difference to the chip in your fucking hand? It'd still be voluntary. You could cut it out if you wanted to.
Or not get it if you don't want it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not scanning. My hand's not scanning. Hold on.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna have to remove it and replace it.
You're gonna need another one. You're gonna need the updated chip, so we're gonna have to pull that one out and put in the new one. Pretty soon, like everybody's so scarred on one spot of their hand, it's like this fucking thick, dude. You know what I mean? It's just because no, stacking, double stacking, dude, and you just got the hot like meat of your hand right here. It's just twice as big now, dude. But it's like, people getting like double chins for fucking looking at phones all the time and shit anymore now, dude. That's gonna be a thing before too long.
Oh yeah, you get like it gets infected from the chip or something. Yeah. Hey, Facebook user Yo Blurish in the Swede. Okay.
Irish. That's Vinny. That's Vinny.
Oh yeah, is it Vinny? Yeah. That sounds like him.
Yeah,
just the wording.
Because I'm black and Irish or Jamaican Irish. He calls me Blirish.
Me too. I'm black and Irish.
Oh,
I'm black Irish.
So I'm not Swedish.
I mean, you look Swedish. You could be,
I like Irish as fuck, and I'm not. I'm Welsh.
I'm the Swede, according to that.
Yeah, according to that
Swede.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Harbinger of Doom. That is the films where like the group stops at a gas pump and somebody like warns them, don't go there, just something to try to hype up the story, or like Texas Chainsaws where they're like heading into town and they stop at the grocery store and like you get the hints of, oh, you're going into a bad area.
Shouldn't head that way.
Yeah.
That sounds like my
just keep driving down the road no matter what you see. And like they always stop.
Yeah.
True.
Or there's that one like punk that's like, no, we're gonna keep going. We got this, guys.
Like, nope, I'll marry her. I got this. Don't worry about it.
It's usually going to a cabin or some old abandoned house or camping in the woods, and there's always that one stop before they get there, and there's somebody there to warn them or like just hype up the story,
Something bad's gonna happen.
There's a new show on Hulu called The Watchers. I want to watch that. Apparently, they like this is based on a true story.
Okay, sweet.
And I guess these couple moves into a house with their kids, and like they keep getting letters in the mail, of being watched. Like, oh, I'm so glad you guys are doing this or this with the house, and oh, I'm so glad I know your kids' names now, and like all the neighbors are super fucking weird, so you don't know which one it is. It looks good.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, and they're like this massive rich ass house, and it's the only one in the neighborhood. All the rest of the houses are just kind of lower middle class houses.
All have upside down pineapples on the door.
Tea party.
That's what it is, dude. That's why they're watching.
If you guys were driving, doing a road trip or something, and you stopped somewhere, and they were like, "Don't keep driving that way. There's something up ahead," or something. Would you keep driving, or would you ask more questions?
What does the guy look like that's telling me that?
He's got one tooth. Smells like shit. And it's very, very not credible.
Okay, is this guy working in the establishment?
Most likely.
Oh my god.
I'm just like, we're throwing a story together here. Okay,
no,
this was the scenario.
If he's employed and he smells like shit, and I'm not because that's their standard for their town.
Yeah,
like that's the standard.
And if he's warning you, that it's even worse where you're going, you should probably leave.
It's reputable, It's
no, I'm not still going.
But I ain't getting a refund on my hotel, man. Shit, it's expensive.
How far back do I gotta go?
I'd be like, is there a way around?
They're like, yeah, no. Can I just bypass this at some point? Is there a way to get through
as you're digging out your deodorant spray?
Right.
You're just like, yeah, I get it. Hey, yeah, cool.
There's many times though, like Google Maps will say there's like a gas station ahead, and it's like some mom and pop shop that's clearly run down, and we won't stop. We'll keep going.
But you don't trust the mom and pop spot?
Depends on what it looks like, man.
I've been to some weird ones.
There's some. I mean, you got the ghetto, and then you got like the fucking backwoods ghetto, bro.
I like the backwoods ghetto because they're usually racist and funny. I'll read a sign right in front of them, and they'll be like, "You can read, all right." Like, yes.
We were.
Then they're asking you to read everything for them.
We were in Utah, and my brother-in-law and I were looking. We found like these hot spas, like in the mountains, kind of thing. And we drove. It was like an hour away from where we were staying, and we went to check it out. And you're on the highway in a valley, and then off in the distance on the base of the mountainside is like this rundown trailer park on the base of the mountain. And that's where the GPS was telling us to go. So we pull up, and I kid you not, it's like 3 trailers that were crammed together and turned into a house. That was the office. And then you go, we were questioning even going in, but we go in. And there's just this big ass woman sitting at the dining table, and she's like knitting or something. I mean, this was like Hills Have Eyes shit. And there's these kids running around that look like garbage. And we're like, we're looking for this hot spot. They're like, yeah, you're here. They're around back. And we're like, can we go look at it? They're like, yeah. So you go out there, and there are these old ass like bathtubs that have been like overtaken by sulfur and like minerals and stuff that are like embedded into the mountainside. And we got that. We booked it, bro. It was totally Hills Have Eyes.
You didn't use it at all?
No, we left.
Bro,
it was creepy.
You're already in there. You might as well just get in there.
It was creepy as hell, man.
Maybe the big woman like rubs you or like puts soap on you.
We'll do a podcast trip, and we'll all go and we'll all do it.
I'm not. Well, it's probably not gonna be good for me. So
no, actually, you probably
not gonna be good for me.
Yeah, the way
where'd Baish go? You'd be the first one to go.
Exactly. Like you guys want the dark meat? Yeah, exactly. First. This isn't Dahmer. I'm not. That's not happening.
You're twice the meal as both of us, anyway.
I was getting ready to say they come out. They're like, "Hey, we changed our plans. We're gonna do some barbecue tonight. You guys gonna stick around?"
Exactly. Horrible. You can see my tattoo on one of the plates. It's good shit.
Some pulled pork Baish.
Yeah, like that. Like that.
Sounds pretty tasty, man. I'd try it. If I saw your tattoo, I would eat it just for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Just so I can take a piece of you with me when I leave.
Exactly. I'd always be inside of you. That's one thing that brings me solace. Dylan and Roman would always have a piece of Baish inside of them.
That's it.
That would be wonderful.
It would be.
I would feel that little tingle inside, and I'd be like, that's Baish.
Hopefully that terrifying.
Oh, man. Stereotypical black man dies in the hillbilly films.
Exactly. And turned into barbecue. I appreciate that, too.
You're welcome. I had to. Hey, you know what? For what it's worth, it was the tastiest barbecue I've ever had.
Cool. Right. Did you wash it down with some Kool-Aid?
No, but they did have some watermelon.
Ooh, I like 3 points. 3 points. Yeah, that's awesome. There isn't any white stuff. Like I can say, you guys want some turkey? Like there's
really not yet some turkey.
You want a box of wine? I guess I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Well, I mean, let's see. And that Dahmer stuff, he makes those. He like is always giving people sandwiches.
Yeah, sandwiches, and he's always drinking Bud Light or Budweiser, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Budweiser.
Budweiser, yeah.
Always drinking it though.
Mm-hmm.
I made you a sandwich. You gonna take a bite?
I don't know what's in there. Don't worry, eat it. It's delicious.
All right, next up. Nobody believes you. You get those like psycho films where like there's shit happening in the house, but nobody like believes them, or they're on medication or they're depression or something traumatic happened, and then like they have this shit going on. They're trying to tell somebody, they're like, you've been having a rough time lately. It's just your imagination.
Like the Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense was great. I actually tried turning it on the other day, and my wife is like, "Turn that off."
Well, it's hard to watch it twice. It's hard to watch it twice because you already know what the whole thing is. That like you already know it. Like
it's been over a decade since I've seen that film, bro.
I know, but you still know what the plot is, so it kind of kills the whole suspense of like he was dead all the whole time. Like
that's true. That is true. But I mean,
I can't even think of too many movies. I know that I understand the idea of it, but I'm trying to think of what I've seen.
Have you seen the fourth kind?
Yeah, but that's not necessarily true because there was a lot of people being believed by that one doctor. I guess you know what I mean. So like,
yeah, I'm trying to. There's plenty of them out there, and I know I've seen them, but I can't really think. Let's see.
What are like 23 with this Jim Carrey, where he's the only one that thinks 23.
Number 23.
Yeah, like everybody else thinks he's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What?
There's a few of them. Or like when the kids, like there's some suspense ones where like the kids get kidnapped or something, and they're like they know who did it, or the parents know who it is, but then like the police are like, we can't do it, and it's just a missing child right now, and then like the parents go after them, kind of thing, but nobody believes them.
Ooh, Dahmer. Because the lady kept saying he's doing something. Nobody believed her.
Yep.
Nobody did anything until
that's because he was a gay man and his neighbors were black, and it was the fucking 70s, dude, and the cops were not listening to a fucking thing any of them were saying. I am serious, dude. That is what happened, dude.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, that's exactly what happened. And I'm sure if you like look at,
he fucking gave that kid back to him.
He
drilled a hole in that motherfucker's head, dude. He drilled a hole in that motherfucker's head, put acid in it, and they gave that kid back to him.
He's like,
I was walking naked in the street. Naked in the street, dude. Read that fucking book.
It's my boyfriend.
It's my boyfriend.
Dude, the motherfucker was like 14.
Yeah.
He looked big for his age.
It's the 70s, all right?
I'm telling you, dude. Yeah, black women complaining about a gay man to white racist fucking cops in the 70s. We kind of caused this problem. We didn't help it at all.
But look, man, everybody that he had was a minority, though. They were either black or
he's
like
the only serial
Hispanic
killer that didn't stick to his own race, dude. Like he's like a lot of definition of serial killers. Like one of the things they do is they stick to their own race for the most part, dude. Like he didn't stick. He would kill any gay man that was in his way. And what was the oh shit?
As long as they were pretty,
right?
He had to find them physically attractive, is what he said.
Yeah. I find
Weird.
you pretty, Dylan.
Well, you come on up here and get me, buddy.
We're going to the hot spring, motherfucker.
Yeah,
we're going to the hot spring.
Let's meet up in Utah. I know a good spot.
Right. I'm grabbing a red beard and some black hair over there. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time.
Make sure and bring your wife so that my wife has company. Okay.
Right.
Oh man.
I'm just saying that would be a weird like a three-way date. Like Roman brings his lady, Dylan brings his lady, I bring my lady, and like they're like, "What are you guys doing? Oh, we're having fun together."
Yeah, we're just having a good time.
Just hanging out.
If we all sat down at a restaurant, I feel like we'd get some weird looks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Quite possibly.
Definitely.
Quite possibly.
See, Roman's long hair and like weird ass tattoos. I'm a ginger, so there's that.
That's just a given. Yeah.
Like, you're gonna steal somebody's soul in here.
Yeah, Baish over there talking himself up. And then our wives.
He's our bodyguard, dude.
Even our wives would be sitting there talking shit on us.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
My wife would probably be like, "Oh, you guys are uber gay right now."
Yeah, right. Yes,
we'd
are.
be like, we'd be ordering drinks, and they would get up and leave. We're gonna go walk around.
Probably. That's a good, yeah, probably.
All right, next up, we got I Must Scream. There's always that film where somebody's kidnapped or trapped in a room, and they scream anyways, even though they knew that nobody was going to hear them.
I never got that. Like when someone says no one can hear you, and you can look around.
It's only in
space.
space.
Nobody can hear you, and they scream.
Yet they scream anyway. They scream for help out in the middle, or they're out in the middle of nowhere, and it's very obvious that there's nobody around except for the person who kidnapped you or whatever. And why would you go and scream knowing that the guy that's going to kill you is around? Like, he's the only one that's going to hear you.
Desperation be the only thing, I guess, man. just scream fuck really loud.
Unless I'm cussing at the dude, I'm not going to scream for help knowing that there's nobody around.
Yeah.
I'm going to scream incoherent shit, though.
Right.
You would?
I'm going to scream apples and bananas, just loud as shit. Just so
I shit myself.
Yeah. Just
I'm going to actually start shitting myself and stuff,
would.
dude, to make sure that motherfucker has to deal
make
with
it
that.
Make yourself as gross as possible.
As possible, dude. I don't even care.
Smear that shit on your belly and
everywhere. It wouldn't even
put it in the shape of a heart.
All right.
Put shit in your hand and put it in between your heart. Just like come and get it.
He comes in, you start licking your fingers. So gross.
This doesn't work for me now, and you're gonna have to get the fuck out of here.
I'm kidnapped. You can leave. You can just here's the door. You can just leave. It's all right. Just don't come back.
Right.
What's happening, man? Who is this? I don't like that Facebook does this, where it doesn't tell you who it is unless they allow it. Like you have to actually go in and click something saying that it shows who's doing it. It's weird. Anyways, what's up, man? Or woman, whoever this is. Yeah, I would. I feel like playing into stuff helps deflect situations too. Like if you play into the role, like if they want, these people kidnap you or something, they're wanting you in pain and torture. Like if you just play into it.
More, please, more.
That all you got? No,
just ruin it for them. Just so you're not giving them what they want.
Right?
Then,
Just keep hitting. Oh yeah, cut that off. Do it.
Fucking love that. Do it again.
They're over there going through their tools, trying to scare you. You're like, man, that's not big enough.
Right, I need bigger. Get the bigger one. And as you start bending over, get the big, lock eyes.
Biggest one you can fucking find.
Right, just lock eyes with them and be like, bigger one. Get something bigger.
Are you trying to tease me? Is that what you're doing?
There you go. I like it.
Start biting your fingers off while he's grabbing tools.
Right. Start before him. Was this going to do something you were going to do? Crack. Dude, just start breaking them yourself. Oh yeah.
Gives you that weird eye. What the fuck? You make him scared of you.
Yeah. Tries to leave. No, we're in this together.
No. You finish what you started. Get over here.
got them handcuffs on, and you break your wrist to slide them out. Be like, why you got me chained up? Let's make this more interesting.
Slide your broken hand out. Chains.
Just tell them you give full consent now, dude, and it's like, oh, it's not even worth it anymore. So
there's no screaming on this end.
This day and age, though, they'd probably just pull a gun and shoot you, just shut you up.
Probably
quicker, anyways.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. It kind of takes away from the torture aspect. So
if you're gonna end up on the barbecue, anyways, dude, let's make it quick.
That's true.
Yeah, Baish. Hey, at least you'd be able to feed a couple families.
I'd be able to feed a town. I'm a big individual.
Here's another one right here. The door handle. All those horror films where the kids or the people are in a room with the door shut and you see the door handle turn. And they add that suspenseful music in the background to try to make it more intense. But it's so that is probably one of the most cliche things in horror films because it happens in a lot of them.
That's true.
They shut themselves in a room and they're banging on the door and get silent, and then you just see the door handle kind of slightly turn.
And that crosses genres because even action films
for
suspense, you know what I mean? That shot's used in everything. Jurassic Park, dude. The raptor's fucking hitting the fucking door handle with its fucking claw. Yeah,
it's in so many films, many films, and not a way that it wouldn't be terrifying, but when it's something it's one of those expected things. Anybody that shuts himself in a room where there's no escape, there's always something to do with the door or the windows. Always.
That's true.
And the door handle.
You ever look at the door handle after you close the door and go into a room just to be sure?
No. If I was getting chased, I would. Of course, if I'm getting chased or running from something, the last thing I'm going to do is barricade myself into a room that they can clearly get in.
I get that suspense from my children coming to the door of my bedroom, looking at it.
You in there masturbating, waiting on the door?
No. We have a closed door policy. We have a closed door policy in my house.
I do too.
Every door is closed.
But the problem is, sometimes the kids don't remember to knock before they go to open the door.
Yeah.
And you're doing the horizontal poke. You forget to lock that door, and you hear the door move a little bit. Oh shit! And you got to get
I got an old Victorian, dude. There are no locks on doors in here, dude. There's a lock to the front, dude. And
they just walk in when they want to.
Doors, dude. They know to fucking knock. You learn, dude. It only takes one time, and you learn. You knock from then on, dude.
now sometimes the door's even open, they still knock. They're like, if you guys good in there?
If you're doing dirty though, we just turn the lights out so that the kids walk in and they ain't gonna see anything.
No. You scar them so that they knock on the door, dude.
You want to make sure that they see almost everything. So
this is establishing dominance over those children already.
There you go.
No. Fucking knock on the door every time.
Yeah. Next time you will knock.
Exactly.
All right. Next up is group separation. You get a big crowd of teenage kids in these newer films, and then they're like, "Oh, but let's split up." And
as soon as you have four, you get twos that are. I don't know why everybody splits up.
Well, that's another thing that's predictable. It's if it starts out with a group of anybody, they all end up splitting up for some reason.
Yeah,
one person gets injured. Oh, I'll stay here while you go find help. Why don't the four of you pick that fucker up and just go, or just leave the fucker there and go,
or just all 4 or 5 of you just take on the dude who's coming after you.
Right?
4 people should be able to take out one.
You would hope.
You would hope, especially with pick up a pipe. Pick up some wood.
If you're in the woods,
equalizer, dude. I don't care, dude. You grab something and defend yourself. Jesus Christ!
Throw a rock at him. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm. The only time that does, if it's supernatural, I would just assume that there's nothing that could hurt him.
There's something that could hurt him.
Jeepers Creepers. Come on, man. If that fucker was coming after me, I'd be like, okay, I'm out. I don't know what to do, guys.
Have you ever tried?
Let's go find Justin Long. Let's go find him.
No, try some harsh words. Sometimes that works too.
Start giving him pet names.
Yeah. Like, what's up, Buttercup? Just like, it'll confuse the shit out of them.
It would confuse them for sure.
Or just give them like a random fact, and they don't like kangaroos can't jump backwards. And they don't know what to fucking do.
That can't be true.
It's true.
It can't be true.
It's actually true.
That can't be true.
Kangaroos cannot jump backwards.
They can't jump backwards. I knew that.
Because of their legs, the way they're bent.
Yeah.
The way their legs are bent, they can't jump backwards.
Facts.
So they're gonna jump forward or sideways.
Hey, before you slash my throat.
Hold on, dude.
Look at that, blew Roman's mind.
Can they walk backwards?
No. They
just cannot move backwards at all. So if they walk into a wall, dude, they're fucked. Or in a corner,
they turn around.
They turn left or right.
Yeah.
But they can't go backwards.
I'm almost 100% sure that's accurate.
That is accurate.
I'm looking it up right now, okay, just to confirm things.
Kangaroos cannot backwards.
According to Google, I don't know. You can't really trust Google on everything either. My phone's taking forever. Let's see here. Kangaroos backwards. Let's see what it says. Backwards.
You can turn their necks around and look backwards, but they can't jump backwards.
And kangaroos walk backwards. Kangaroos cannot walk backwards as they are not capable of moving each leg independently.
What the fuck? So they can't take steps. They only hop.
They only hop.
Yeah, they don't. And their legs have to work in tandem at all times. Yep. I did not know that. That's insane.
I didn't know that they couldn't. They had to use both legs at the same time.
Yeah, so that's why they can't go backwards because of the way their legs are positioned forward. They can't take a step back, so there's a hop back and they can't.
They're hopping, and they don't hop. It's called saltations.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
there's another word for it.
Yeah. You're welcome, everyone out there.
All those facts, man. I'm going to use that next time I'm getting hunted down by a serial killer.
Right?
Right? I'm telling you, just use it. Use something weird.
Another creepy one is nursery tunes.
Oh, like the fucking music box shit.
Yeah, Insidious. That's not very good, but you know what I'm talking. They got that like whistle, or like there's always that nursery rhyme that happens to be in the film, and it just repeat.
Like Freddy, 1, 2, where he's coming.
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't say that that's cliche, but it does add that aspect of horror to it because it kind of takes you back to like I guess mentally, like when you're watching that horror film, it kind of makes you feel like
a kid, dude. And that shit's been around for a long time. Like around Rosie, like that's just from the plague, and that's like, you know what I mean? Like that's scaring kids to like stay away from fucking plague victims.
No, kids just think that's a nursery rhyme, bro.
Well, now, yeah, but like,
but yeah, no, it's some scary. I mean, and even kids in general, like whenever they throw that kid in there, that creepy kid, it always makes you go, man, I'm glad my kid doesn't look like that. That's
black-eyed kids, right?
Black-eyed kids.
The black-eyed kids.
Yes. That's some creepy shit too, because there's a lot of stories of black-eyed kids.
Fuck yeah, dude. And they're weird too. They're like vampires, like want you to invite them in their fucking house or some shit. Like,
and they have this monotone death stare.
Yeah.
They don't change pitch. If you research them, the similarities between all the stories are so like a lot of people think that they're like some sort of alien,
right? Or demon.
Yeah.
Ooh, like that.
I don't know. So here's my thing about demons and aliens. I feel like they're the same thing.
Really?
Aliens and demons?
Yes, I do. I mean, think about all the different universes and planets that we don't know about.
No, dimensional wise,
dimensional kind of stuff. Yeah,
dude,
why not?
Things that like live in different dimensions, dude. Like if there's a fifth dimensional creature, we wouldn't even know it existed.
If we know that there's tons of space out there that we haven't seen, but we don't know that demons exist. Well, if there's probably something else out there that can probably get here, and that's what we refer to as a demon. I don't know. That's my idea on it. I mean, that sounds more realistic than just the faith belief that demons exist and they're just these apparitions. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I don't know why they would give a shit about us anyways, dude.
Because they probably find it funny.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. But like, I don't know why. Like, we should worry that much about it because I don't think they'd be that invested in us.
It's probably some high school kid, like high school aliens. They're like, "Hey, what are we gonna do tonight? Oh, let's just like fly over to Earth real quick and fuck with some people."
Yeah.
Right, let's probe some old hillbillies and shit.
You want to see something fucking crazy? Watch what happens when we shove this in them, dude.
They'll never know. We just, we'll abduct them, do our whatever the fuck we want to them. We'll just send them back. It's fine. No big deal.
Back. Yeah, it's not a big deal. And then you could look at them afterwards.
We'll be home.
Their minds are so fucked.
Dude. Don't worry, we'll be home by 10 o'clock. Your parents won't even know.
Right. What if that's like the alien senior prank, and they've been doing it for years?
That's their college. That's like their college frat. Like,
they come over here and probe people, and they go back. And see us just like see people freak the
high fiving each other, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Bam. We got 5, dude. We got 5 while we were there. We had a 3-hour shift and we got 5 of them.
That's good shit.
You remember when that one guy woke up and he punched you in the face? Yeah, that was some funny shit, man.
That's good shit. Illuminati's coming after us now. Watch. We just
that's what it is. Code. Yep. It's just an induction into the frat houses. That's what it is.
You got to go and probe those earthlings.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Here's another one: the death of the family pet. You know, they move people. This plays into a lot of like when people move into houses or something, and like they have dogs or something, and the first thing that shows up is their decapitated dog or something.
Fucking Pet Cemetery shit, dude.
Mm-hmm. I never watched the new Pet Cemetery.
No, it wasn't good. You
didn't. The new one. I haven't. I was gonna say I didn't hear anything good about it, so I just had no interest in watching it.
Not good. It was horrible. I stepped on my daughter's gerbil.
Really?
Yeah, because Joe was running around and I got big feet. I got a size 16, so I have to watch where I step. And the gerbil ran across real quick as I was stepping down, and I stepped on it. It didn't die. It was pretty hurt, but it didn't die. And my daughter was just like, "Dad, you killed Apple," and I'm like, "Oh," I picked it up. I was like, "Here you go," and just walked away. There's nothing you can say after that. Like, you stepped on it. You know.
You're right. I did.
You can't just
Here's $10. Go buy another one.
Yeah, here you go.
We had 2 gerbils, and one of them ate the other one in half.
Wow,
that was interesting.
That's fucking cannibalistic little fucking. Were you not feeding them? Was this like a?
I think they just didn't like each other. I mean, it was literally within the same day of buying them.
Oh no shit!
They just didn't like each other. I don't know.
Wow.
How does the other gerbil eat that much of the other one? You guys don't know.
It wasn't completely torn apart, but like half of its body, like down the torso, was just.
Did you hear it?
Open and
like was
no,
screaming?
we got them and then we left to go. I don't know what the fuck we did, but we came back and it was just dead. And the other one was like running on the fucking wheel. You know, like it was nothing.
Gotta work that fucker off.
Wait, did you keep that other gerbil?
No, I'm pretty sure we got rid of that one too.
You got rid of the other one?
Pretty sure. How are you pretty sure?
How are you pretty sure?
Years. Like, I don't remember. It's been like 8 years.
You kept that cannibal gerbil, didn't you?
That's whole.
It's like locked up in like your basement.
They've been feeding it other gerbils.
If we did it, clearly didn't matter enough.
They've been feeding it people at this point. It's like it's just a gerbil locked up in
That's
the basement.
it, dude. That's what the barbecue's for, baby.
It actually broke loose and it's like somewhere in the house just waiting for its next victim.
It's like, who else is coming over? Where's gravy sauce? Right
I got one more and then we're gonna have to wrap it up because I do have to get to work, unfortunately. The no phone service. I don't know how I feel about that because it's like, 15 years ago horror films didn't even have the phones, so it's like, but it is true with like a lot of the newer ones, they're trying to get like cell service on their phones or they're out in the middle of nowhere.
They got to make it realistic for people now, dude.
But like if your adrenaline is pumping and you're either being tortured and you escape or something, would the first mindset be to find a phone? Like for me, it wouldn't. It'd be to just get the fuck out.
Sure.
I wouldn't care about the phone.
Because most people want to call for help. So I think
what kind of help are you gonna get if you're out in the middle of nowhere?
I don't know, but you still try to dial 911, dude. Like, there's emergency services out there, dude. Just dial the bitch and fucking leave it, dude. Like, and put it in your pocket. Because as soon as you get any kind of fucking signal, dude, at least they'll pick it up.
That's true. And then 50 minutes later, when you're dead, and
they find your body.
At least they find your body, I guess.
Yeah. When they ask you, "What race are you?" Like,
you won't be fed to the mighty gerbil.
Fed to the mighty gerbil. Oh, and now they got all these like horror films where they're like, there's one like called Unfriended, and there's just like a bunch of kids doing what we're doing, and they're getting like picked off from
one by one. Yeah, because they did something to one of the girls, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude! Did you guys see The Package on Netflix about the kid?
It's hilarious.
Yes, okay, right. Yeah, there's a good no cell service fucking show. Because that was fucking hilarious.
That was hilarious. That whole film, and then they like sew their own dick on him.
Oh, on the wrong guy. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Oh yeah, that's
good shit. Oh, and then they're like if any of you have, sorry for spoiling it, but there's the girlfriend of the guy whose dick got sewn onto the other guy is like all freaking out on him.
Yeah, I remember that.
She like cuts it back off or something like that.
Oh yeah, no. She cut it off to start with, dude. She cut this dude's dick off, dude,
and then she cuts it off
flushed
again.
it down the toilet, dude. So the kids are like sitting out front and see like sanitation workers bringing in a fucking cock, and like, they go in and like it's already attached to the other dude, and that crazy chick comes back and fucking hacks it off again.
Right?
Yeah.
Good times. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Roman, man. It's been a while.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
I'll be back around.
Yeah, well, you should be
working on shit with the kid now.
That's how that
is
awesome.
Project coming that'll be pretty fucking awesome once I get it all built together. Because but it's gonna just take time, and it's like it's my son's project that I'm like helping him with. So
yeah, man, that's awesome.
When he's ready to fucking have it ready to go, but otherwise I'll be around, boys.
Sweet. Yeah, we'll have to do more of these.
Oh yeah.
Baish, man, of course, you and I talk every fucking day. Roman, you can at least say hi.
I text Roman. Roman never texted me back.
I turned the notifications off on everything for so long, dude. Like just shut off.
Sometimes you have to check out.
I feel like I'm the side chick to Roman, and just like
You're the third wheel.
He hits me up when he's ready to get some. And then once he gets his little filling of Baish, he's just like, all right, cool, I'll wait a little.
Well, there's a lot of Baish there, dude. I can't take it all the time, right? Jesus.
It's a lot of Baish. All right, guys, I have to get to work, so thank you all for tuning in. I think there was like 3 of you that popped on, which I appreciate. And until next time, I'll see all of you around.
Word.
Later.